And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow, and thy conception in sorrow. Thou shalt bring forth children, and they shall desire to and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake, and sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. All right. Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field, and in the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground, for out of it was thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. All right. So the point is of the lesson is the fall of man. All right. Which brought sin, all right, upon man, all right, and on the earth. And then we know in chapter 5, all right, in chapter 4, all right, it talks about Cain and Abel, all right, which we know Cain, he slew his brother, all right. In chapter 5, it goes into Adam, all right, he lived 930 years and he died. Why? Because of sin. And then, all right, his sons and all the men after that, all right, the men, all right, because of that, the lifespan was cut off, meaning the days were shortened. All right, Moses died 120 years. All right, the Most High, he cut it off. All right, and that's why we die. All right, it's because of sin, wickedness. All right, all of this is a lesson. All right, all of this is a test. It's a lesson that we had to learn. All right, and it all goes back to the garden. All right, with Adam, when he went off, it threw everything off. All right, and now what do we have today? Sin and wickedness is at an all-time high, and the earth is being ran by these demons, the wicked. All right, these wicked ass men that's running this planet and running this society. And we got faggots, lesbians, gang banging, drug dealing, prostitution, murder, theft, adultery, fornication, all right, hate, murder, all right, all of this that's going on in this world, in this society, it all goes back to the days of Noah, all the way back to the garden. The same stuff that was going on is going on today, all right, which proves nothing new under the sun, all right, and it's at an all-time high, and it's gotten out of control, all right, and the Most High, the Lord, is fed up. He's tired of it, all right, and during the flood in Genesis chapter 6, all right, he flooded the earth and killed everybody and everything, all right. What was going on? Giants in the earth, all right, sin, wickedness at an all-time high, people being proud, faggots, lesbians, or people worshiping different idols, people laughing, scoffing, all right. So he sent the flood, and it was a total reset because of the wickedness of man, All right. And we're going to get that. Genesis chapter 6. All right. And we're going to jump down. All right. To verse. All right. This is Genesis chapter 6. And we're going to start at verse 2. Verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of the power came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And the power saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination and the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord Yahweh that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord power said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast and creeping thing and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I had made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. You see that? So wickedness reached a breaking point. The earth was out of control. Sin and wickedness was out of control. It was at an all-time high. The Most High put a stop to it. All right? He flooded the earth and killed everything. All right? He sent the flood. All right? He sent the flood. You see? All right? And then we know that in chapter 7, all right, Noah was in the ark, all right? And it goes into how everything that had the breath of life died, all right? He killed all the animals, the people, everything, all right? So the whole point of this is to remember that everything that's going on, everything that's happening, that's taking place on the planet Earth, the wickedness and sin is at an all-time high. All right, everything that's going on is judgment. All right, his judgment and his righteous judgment. All right, from the Lord. All right, because he sends it out. But everything that's happening, it's already been prophesied and it's already happened. You see, all of this that we're going through, all right, the nation of Israel going into captivity, going off, being brought over here to America and Egypt, being thrown into bondage. We lost our heritage. We lost the names. All right. They changed the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai, all right, to Jesus, which Jesus is Greek. All right, is Greek. All right. They changed the names. They changed the whole entire true doctrine, and they changed it into their own doctrine to have us worship their gods. All right. So all of this, all right, it all goes back to Israel, our nation, of us going off, being disobedient, and going off. And Israel is being wicked and hard-headed. All right. But all this goes back to the fall. All right. And then in 2 Kings, all right, we know that Yahweh Shai, all right, was King Solomon, all right, and he did idolatry, all right, and led in the kingdom, the nation of Israel was split. because the northern kingdom went off into idolatry and started worshiping strange gods and idols and things like that. All right, and doing witchcraft in the southern kingdom. So the kingdom split. The northern kingdom was divorced. All right, Judah was left. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the southern kingdom was left. All right, fast forward to the time of the Lord. All right, Yahushua, when he died on the cross, he shed his blood. He was crucified. All right, he died for the entire nation of Israel, the whole world, meaning the world of Israel. All right, because Israel is the lot of his inheritance, and he's going to choose Jacob. He's going to choose Israel because he promised us the kingdom. All right, we have the birthright. All right, you see, so that's why everything is going on how it's going. All right, but fast forward all the way to the time of Yahushua. All right, the Lord, he came, he died on the cross for the entire nation of Israel. All right, the prophets, the men was teaching and preaching the scriptures, telling Israel, telling our people to repent, to get right. Some took it and some didn't. The ones that didn't, they were rejected. The ones that did, they received. The ones of us that did received everlasting life, and everybody else was rejected. That's why majority of our people, they don't believe in this truth. They don't believe in Yahushua. And what do they say? That's not his name. He don't look like that. I don't believe that. All of the stuff that they say is because they're unbelievers and they don't believe. All right? And he's not dealing with them, and they don't even believe in him. All right? They don't believe in him. All right? And those are the same 2/3 of Israel, which are the ones that didn't receive him, that don't believe. All right? They're alive, walking around on the earth today. All right? That's why majority of our people don't get it, and they don't believe. It go in one ear and out the other. But only a small handful believe, received it, and believe. All right? But now today, the earth is polluted, it's wicked, everything is out of order, it's chaos. All right? You got women ruling over men, faggots, lesbians, homosexuals. All right? Adultery, theft, murder. All right? All types of wickedness that our people is doing, and that's going on the planet Earth with these heathens and all of this, man. But all of this was a lesson that we had to learn because of what we did to him. You see? Because of what we did. All right? But now we're towards the end, and now Israel is going to be in their right mind, and Israel is going to be in order. All right? Because we are going to get the kingdom. All right? The kingdom is promised to us. You see? But this is just, the point is, all right, the fall of man, all right, why everything went how it went. And once Adam, once he fell, all right, and once all of that stuff that we just read and went over, once that happened, all right, that started the fall, and sin came into, and sin came into the earth. All right, because it all goes back to the fall, all the way back to the garden. All right. So that's why everything is going on how it's going. That's why some things piss you off. You see the mindset of our people and everything they doing. You see these heathens. We're being oppressed. All right, all this that's going on the planet Earth, wickedness and sin is out of control. It's at an all-time high. It's at a breaking